Unveiling the sacred secret, the ascension path of the soul in Caodaism, in the eternal rhythm of the cosmos, birth, death, and reincarnation are not merely natural laws, they are the divine mechanisms guiding the journey of every soul. Each true soul, Chan Han, upon leaving the mortal body, does not vanish into oblivion but continues its sacred voyage through the 9 heavenly realms according to the celestial law of karma, returning ultimately to the Supreme Creator. In the teachings of Caodaism Tien, the heavenly way of the primordial era, this is known as the Path of Spiritual Ascension, a process of purification and enlightenment in which every karmic burden is transformed. Every inner light refined, until the soul reunites in perfect harmony with the Tao. When the body dissolves, the soul escapes the physical shell yet remains entangled in the threads of emotion and attachment. During the first week, the true soul lingers near its corpse, mourning its loved ones, unaware that life has ended. Out of boundless compassion, the Holy Mother opens the Garden of Non-Yuyan, governed by the First Holy Lady, Nhat Noang, to comfort these lost spirits. In that garden, flowers bloom and wither with the breath of mortal life, revealing to each soul the impermanence of existence, and awakening to the truth that all worldly attachments are fleeting illusions. In the second week, the soul is invited to the peach banquet of heaven at Jutrai Palace, a symbol of purification and rebirth. The second Holy Lady, Ni Noang, offers the soul's celestial peaches and elixirs of immortality to cleanse all impurities of the heart. This is not merely a heavenly feast, but the Holy Mother's alchemical grace, washing away the dust of mortality and preparing the spirit to rise toward the realm of pure heaven. Amid the radiant glow of divine light, the soul feels serene joy, like a child being gently bathed by its mother, freed from the tears of worldly wandering. The third week opens the gate of Tan Tien, the realm of purity, where the 7 elders welcome the soul with celestial melodies from the Do Shua heavens. The water of Cam Lo, divine nectar, here not only washes away worldly passions but also symbolizes the flow of pure divine energy reviving the soul's true nature. The soul receives the Book of Eternal Spring from the great Lord Laozi, a sacred text representing enlightenment, the awakening of timeless wisdom. In that moment, the soul realizes the purpose of all lifetimes, to cultivate the Tao, to live in the Tao, and to return to the Tao. In the fourth week, the soul ascends to Huang Tian, the golden heaven, where karmic impurities are tested by celestial fire. The Lord of Mysteries, Huin Thien Quan, commands the thunder gods to strike with divine lightning and the sacred flame of Samadhi, burning away residual darkness accumulated over countless incarnations. Only those who attain pure energy can pass through the rotating gate of the 8 trigrams. Some souls must linger there for centuries, lacking sufficient spiritual merit. Yet, in this third era of universal salvation, by the divine mercy of God the Father, Duk Chi Tun, and the compassion of Buddhas and immortals, many souls receive grace and ascend more easily, proof that heaven's greatest justice is always tempered with love. After crossing the golden heaven, the soul enters the 5th week, arriving at scarlet heaven, Zich Thien, bathed in crimson light. There, at the mirror of reflection, the soul reviews its entire earthly life, the good and the evil, the vows and the deeds. None judges it but itself. In the Palace of Dissolution, the Wordless Sutra is revealed, a scripture without letters, whose meaning unfolds only when the mind is completely pure. Here, the soul attains the knowledge of divine creation, perceiving the cosmic purpose of its own existence. In the 6th week, the soul rises to metallic heaven, Kim Thien, a realm of pure white light. Celestial beings in white robes receive it with grace. The soul enters the palace of myriad laws, witnessing the interconnectedness of all realms and all karmic results. At the palace of perfection, it is bestowed with the golden sand talisman, a seal of enlightenment. The divine bird Kong Tuak, Peacock King, lifts the soul with radiant wings to the altar of fragrant wisdom, where the incense of holiness infuses every atom of spirit. The soul now glows like morning mist, translucent, weightless, ready to transcend to the immaculate planes of divine existence. Through the 7th week, the soul reaches Haonin heaven, the realm of great compassion and universal law, governed by bodhisattvas Samantabhadra and Kundi. Here, the soul undergoes the release of the golden ring, symbolizing the removal of the final bonds of ego and illusion. Guided by ancient Buddha Dalam, it journeys toward the western paradise, while heavenly bells and drums echo from Mount Puxian, opening the path for the soul to ascend on a lotus of light. This is the moment of true liberation, when the spirit becomes light as air. Clear as moonlight and free as the wind, at the 8th week, the soul arrives in heaven of no thought, Phai Tuong Thien, where all worldly memories vanish, leaving only pure consciousness. Savoring divine nectar and celestial wine, the soul is cleansed of all lingering attachment. At Mount Putua, Bodhisattva Guanyin, manifestation of great mercy, opens the jewel purification palace, erasing the final traces of suffering. Here, the soul comprehends all karmic threads woven through existence, realizing that it was never separate from the infinite flow of the Tao. Finally, in the 9th week, the soul reaches heaven of creation, Tao Hoa Thien. The Holy Mother hosts the celestial peach festival, offering divine fruit and ambrosia to the enlightened. Within the Northern Dipper Palace, the soul witnesses its own karmic destiny before entering the Jade Void Palace, where God the Father, Nak Hong Thuongda, the Supreme Being, presides. There, the divine judgment unfolds according to the law of cause and effect. Those who have perfected merit are elevated as saints, immortals, or Buddhas. Those still in debt must return to earth to continue their spiritual education. In Caodaism, this is the ultimate balance of heaven, justice inseparable from compassion. From there, the true soul trains within the golden platform of wisdom, refining its essence until it ascends to the ninefold heavens. And finally to the void heaven, Hu Vo Thien, the realm of non-duality, where the soul merges completely with the Tao. In that boundless state, there is no name, no distinction, only radiant consciousness, one with the source of all creation. The ascension path of the soul in Caodaism is not a mere myth, it is a symbolic reflection of the soul's evolution, from mortal to saintly, from illusion to truth, from form to formlessness. Each heaven represents a level of purification and awakening, mirroring the spiritual journey we undertake even while alive. Those who follow the threefold path, service, Song Qua, virtue, Lap Duk, and contribution, Lap Tsong, and speech of truth, Lap Gon, are already ascending in life. To serve is to act selflessly, to build virtue is to preserve the purity of heart, to contribute is to uplift humanity, and to speak truth is to spread wisdom. When these four are perfected, the soul no longer waits for death to ascend, it already lives in divine light here and now. Thus, ascension is not about going far away, it is about returning. Returning to the original, divine essence within. The Supreme Being, the Holy Mother, and all immortals are not distant, they dwell in the awakened heart. When one's mind is calm, virtue bright, action righteous, and life compassionate, heaven is already within. This is the sacred wisdom of Tien Caodaism, return to the origin. Unite with the One. Human beings were born from the Tao, and through the Tao, they shall return. All suffering and delusion are but mists veiling the eternal light. When one understands, practices, and lives in harmony with the Tao, the soul becomes light as breath, pure as crystal, and in that moment, the celestial gate opens, welcoming the long-lost child home to eternity.